Cognitive distortions in cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive distortions, one of the main concepts of cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT in short, refers to inaccurate way of thinking. These irrational thoughts and beliefs are usually reinforcing negative thinking and negative emotions. These negatives can lead to problematic emotional states and behavior like anger, anxiety, low self-esteem, worry, depression, as well as relationship problems. The following are short explanation of the 10 most common cognitive distortions. All or nothing thinking. You look at things in absolute black and white categories. Overgeneralizing. You view a single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Here is an example. Clearly, I'm passed over every time. Mental filter. You dwell on the negatives and ignore the positives. This is like the drop of ink that discolors the entire glass of water. Discounting the positives. You insist your positive qualities don't count. Here is an example. He's always criticizing me. Jumping to conclusions. You jump to conclusions not warranted by the facts. Mind reading. You assume that people are reacting negatively to you. Here is an example. I knew I would not get that promotion. My boss must think I'm not too smart. Fortune telling. You predict that things will turn out badly. Here is an example. I'm sure I will never get that promotion. Magnification or minimization. You blow things way out of proportion or shrink them. Here is an example of magnification and catastrophizing. I'm going to flunk out. My life is ruined. Emotional reasoning. You reason from your feelings. Example are, I feel like an idiot, so I must be one. Or, I feel hopeless. This means I'll never get better. Here is an example of emotional reasoning. I'm a pathetic loser. Using should statements. You criticize yourself or other people with shoulds, should not, must, ought to, or have to. Self-directed shoulds lead to feeling of guilt and inferiority. Other directed shoulds lead to feeling of bitterness, anger, and frustration. Here is an example. I was an honor student. I should have been able to manage college. Labeling. Instead of saying, I made a mistake, you tell yourself, I'm a jerk or I'm a loser. Self-blame and other blame. You find fault instead of solving a problem. Self-blame. You'll blame yourself for something you are not entirely responsible for. Other blame. You blame others and overlook ways to contribute to the problem. Here is an example of self-blame. Because of me, my parents are arguing too much. By challenging and correcting these cognitive distortions while replacing them with accurate ones, you can decrease worrying and live life with a more positive outlook and lifestyle. This is why it is important to learn about your cognitive error, identifying them, be aware of them, so that you can change your thoughts to become more rational and objective and ultimately happier.